Test.
Yeah. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are here in Gent today with a new cup and a new time for having some fun on this stream. We have Lennert van Overloop, an oldie but a goldie, playing against Bjorn, which is new blood, ready to face off against each other in this first round of the cup. You can wait already. My name is, of course, Simon van der Borgt, and I'll be here shortly just being able to commentate this match. We have a total of 14 players right now, and all of them are very eager to start. So, looking at the players, what they have chosen at the teams, because Lennert is playing a Calyrex Shadow team, while Bjorn is opting for a Kyogre team, which he has played quite a few times as well. Lennert,
Je mocht op preparations complete doen, hè.
dat doet je bij het exchange van een teamsheet. Okay. Alright, but so having a bit more of a rain variant team there, with Tornadoes being able to support Bleak Windstorm, hitting those pesky grass types, Serena blocking any sort of priority moves, Raichu with Fake Out, and the support for against Miraidon potentially as well, as it is a Pokemon that could completely wall it if it's only running Electric and Dragon Staff with that Terra Fairy. Basculegion, just a strong Pokemon that we've seen time and time again, just as well. Now, Lennert's team is a bit more on the ballast side of things. We have seen Calyrex Shadow, of course, very strong. Output a lot of damage most immediately. So I do think this could be a very nice match to be able to spectate, because have the Kyogre being able to speed control with potential of Tornadoes, of course, being than either of these Pokemon. And this is also the first time that Lennert is playing with the team, so I'm looking forward to seeing what he's. We do have some, of course, nice good type Pokemon to deal with Kyogre soon, but have to consider Terra. So we are taking a look. This is 9 seconds left here to choose, but I do feel like if anyone can do it, I feel it. Lennert might not have latest know about all games and teams, but definitely better players that we've ever had. So let's take a look at. Alright, we have Lynx Tornadoes together with the Basculegion, Amoongus, and Calyrex Shadow. Amoongus being able to do that sort of bomb the Basculegion. As Calyrex is able to just Castle Barrage. Of course, directions are in the direction. Tornadoes able to go over the storm. There's always these things that you have to let's play this game. So, play one play tournament. I'm expecting a ton from this Tornadoes as well. Don't have the blue sheets myself, so kind of guessing right now. So we have the Acid Barrage into Tornadoes first. Spell tag will not affect the basket. Give it to pick it again, really. Well, I have to just bounce here. A bit loud. So, but now we can say we're going to that the Tornadoes is the pass. So Tornadoes is actually out right now. Which one of the moves trying to make sure that as whatever the lives gonna hit a big one stuff. Good dodge there as we have the speed drop onto the Calyrex side. hit will take out the speed. Adjust the sound. Okay, let's see if this is a bit better. Okay, Among is going for the Terra Water right now, making sure that it is able to resist any sort of move coming out, like for example that Ice Beam. Protect from the Kyrax Shadow, trying to make sure to keep itself safe for just another turn. As Last Respects is coming out, Last Respects not affecting Kyrax as it has protected. Ice Beam going out into that Amoonguss, Amoonguss being able to take it like a champ. And then we have a beautiful Spore coming in that Kyogre, but well adjusted by Bjorn, going for that Terra Grass. Alright. I've adjusted the sound again. So, with that turn now being set, Last Respects is still the option that does carry a lot of power. Of course, Kyogre being able to Origin Pulse or just go for the damage needed could be proved to be effective. As Last Respects is just killing the Amoonguss, of course. With 2 Pokemon down, that does mean that move gets powered up time and time again as well. Basculegion, of course, losing some of its HP as well. As a Water Spout is going to be single target with a lot of HP left onto this Kyogre as well, being enough to kill this Calyrex. The Tailwind is over, but that does mean that 2 new Pokemon can replace the ones in front there. And this is looking mighty dire for Bjorn, as the 2 Pokemon in that seem to be the perfect combination of Pokemon to deal with either of these 2. Sorry for the earlier sound. I haven't checked the sound. I wasn't able to check all the sound things yet. And now with Grassy Terrain, you're able to go for a strong Grassy Light onto the Basculegion, KO that, and while on the other end, the is just able to go an Icicle Crash onto the Kyogre as well. We also are seeing that the Rillaboom has Drum Beating as well. Drum Beating is one of the signature moves of a Rillaboom, which does a decent amount of damage and then lowers the speed of the opposing Pokemon by 1 stage as well. Could be helpful in that regard. Now Basculegion is still the fastest thing right now. Is going to protect as well. Trying to keep itself safe from any sort of Grassy Lights, as the Icicle Crash is going into the Kyogre, but Kyogre avoiding it. Meaning right now, this Kyogre can go for yet again another Water Spout, meaning that this Chimpao is strongly put in the position that it would not like to be, which is on its Focus Sash. You have the Drum Beating from Rillaboom onto the Kyogre, lowering that speed by 1 stage. Doing quite a bit of damage thanks to that sort of Ruin ability just as well. Kyogre just making it a bit slower as well. Kyogre seem to be quite fast there, being after the Basculegion. Still be relatively fast compared to the Rillaboom. That's the thing with these Kyogre teams that tend to be like very offensive, very strong with those Water Spouts. You want to have like the maximum damage that you can do, and something like having a lot of speed can always really be good. But now I'm wondering if the Basculegion does happen to carry something like Aqua Jet, deal with that, as Basculegion can kill the Basculegion. An Ice Beam could be followed up. We have the Protect. It is Aqua Jet, as we expected. Aqua Jet there, Oh, meaning that now Rillaboom is able to move. Going for the grass glide. Is it going to be enough to kill the Vascal Legion with Sword of Ruin in the grass terrain? That will be enough. Meaning Kyogre is the only Pokemon left onto the field. It has its speed lower as well. Going for that Ice Beam onto the Rillaboom just for quite a bit of damage. As we see that the Rillaboom is decently bulky enough to be able to survive. Probably another one of these. Kyogre is the sole Pokemon on the field with Chimpao and Rillaboom, and in this position, Lennert does not have to risk nice Crash Bliss, for example, but is opting to go for just that Ice Crash into the Kyogre, and that will be the end, and that will be game one. Game one going to Lennert. Sometimes there's these people that started the community that just decided to come back completely and show what's up, because that is amazing to see. Despite Lennert being like a bit more of a TCG player nowadays, we do have the option watching him play right now. So, thinking about the options that these players have, the adaptation could very well be, because Serena getting crit was not during his plan at all. Serena tends to be able to survive Astro Barrage as well, so that was a bit unfortunate in that regard, but the Mungus was really able to go well with the Vascal Legion, getting Alex free reign to just Astro Barrage left and right. But let's take a look at. So, you know that game plan, have Clarix in front together with a Mungus, redirect as much attacks as you can, and just being able to like Astro Barrage so that the Pokemon in the back are able to deal. So Bjorn might adapt here. Let's go with the Kyogre route. The players are set for this game too, so let's take a look at what they are planning to do. As I do think that Bjorn might just go full on Kyogre instead of going with the Vascal Legion route. So Lennert versus Bjorn, old, well not old, but like the ancient guard versus the new, and it is Kyogre plus Tornado. So having that support with Kyogre immediately, as the Chimpao is actually the Pokemon of choice as well. Good thing is with Chimpao as a lead, his focus attack is able to survive at least one move. Ice Crash does kill the Tornadoes as long as they're not focus sash. Actually,
I think team sheet. I think the team sheet.
as Amoongus does threaten as well with a bomb spore. Still quite a bit. Either of these Pokemon. Have the Terra activated onto the Amoongus, going for the Terra Water, trying to make sure that it is able to resist any sort of Ice Beam or even a Bleak Wind Storm with this turn 1 Terra Water. It is one of the better defensive typings next to Amoongus, already really good defensive typing, as the Kyogre is protecting this turn. Meaning that Tornadus is going to go for the tailwind, so Pearl was fine with the sacrificial play of just letting the Tornadus go. Ice Crash coming out into that Tornadus slot, and the Tornadus is indeed Cover Cloak. Is also carrying Taunt. Good to know. Amoongus is going for the spore into that Kyogre slot, meaning that that is just protected for another turn. But now Bjorn has 4 turns of Tailwind with a lot of offensive Pokemon to be able to be next to it. Vascal Legion is the Pokemon of choice. Vascal Legion, as we already know, it is Live Orb Wave, which last respects Aqua and Protect. A lot of potential damage able to come out from this Vascal Legion while there's a move. Potentially redirect any sort of attacks as well. We have the Terra activated onto the Kyogre. Kyogre going for that Terra Grass, so if there's a redirection, and there's also the Acid Crash onto that Kyogre slot, that could prove to be enough to KO this Kyogre right now. So, we have to protect from the Vascal Legion itself. Let's take a look at what Lennert has opted to do. It is just to protect from the Chimpao, trying to make sure that it stays safe for at least one more turn. And the Amoongus itself is staying in Water Spout from the Kyogre. Coming out, it is of course, in the rain, so it is going to do a lot of damage still, despite it being spread and resisted for not affecting the Kyogre. But now this Kyogre has been put into an awkward spot, as a redirection plus a Ice Crash could deal with the Kyogre. Of course, Bjorn can adapt to this just as well by just trying to make sure that able to for example, like try to alleviate the amount of plays Shadow Kyogre potentially or Vasca Legion, just go for the last respect. The Amoonguss kill that so that the next turn Kyogre can come in with a Vengeance Ring. Vasca Legion also has those Sucker Punch. Amoonguss is going for the Protect this time around. Chien-Pao is onto the field still. Aqua into the Chien-Pao doing quite a bit of damage there as it is taking a lot of damage here. Sucker Punch not gonna be able to work because of course Vasca Legion did move first. Water Spout being able to be freely used right now, and that Chien-Pao is not gonna be seeing the light of day or any sunshine soon as it is going down to this humongous Water Spout. But meanwhile, a judge call as well. Okay, but now we have new options, things to bring in. It is time for that Rillaboom. Rillaboom, of course, being the big beefy boy that it is. A big beefy boy that is able to drum beating or just go for a Grass Light onto the Vasca Legion slot, while this Amoonguss has the option, honestly, to just go for a Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb is still decent enough damage. We have the Rage Powder coming out from the Amoonguss, trying to keep its Rillaboom partner safe here, and or even potential Ice Beam. But no, that's not the one coming out. Critical hit onto the Amoonguss, unfortunately. It will be going down. Just this one, but that does mean that the Rillaboom is still able to move, and it is going for that drum beating, trying to make sure that this Kyogre gets a little bit slower. As now at -1 speed, no more option for Tailwind. The rain is still up for Vasca Legion, so Swift Swim will be able to boost it still. Is it next turn that Tailwind is over? It is this turn. So now Lennert only with his back against the wall, only having 2 Pokemon left, it is going to be that Calyrex Shadow Rider. With Calyrex Shadow Rider, you're able to just try to make sure that you're able to deal as much damage as well. So, being able to go for a Acid Barrage plus a potential Grass Light into Vasca Legion, just being able to clear that does seem to be the best line of play. Let's take a look at what these players are doing. It's just going to be a Protect Burst from this Calyrex Shadow Rider, trying to make sure that it stays alive for just another turn. As the last Protect is targeted into that means that the Rillaboom is able to freely target both of these Pokemon. It is just going to be another drum beating into this Kyogre slot, making sure that it does even less damage with the potential Water Spout and less speed just as well. We're going for that Origin Pulse. It will be resistant. It is less damage than the Water Spout that we saw earlier as well. Onto this Assault Phase Rillaboom, being able to take it like a champ right now. The rain is over, and that does mean that the Vasca Legion itself is also now slowed down. All these Pokemon very slow. This might be the prime position right now that Calyrex is wanting to take. That huge head is not just there for show, it is showcasing what big brain and what tactics can do. Kyogre going for the Protect, trying to keep itself safe for just 1 turn. As right now, we have the Grass Attack from the Rillaboom into the Vasca Legion. Not enough to be able to KO it, but that is counting on it because that is exactly what Calyrex Shadow wants. Going to be able to KO it just as well with this Acid Barrage and getting that special attack boost. There's only 1 more Pokemon left on Bjorn's side, so depending on what it is, it could very well deal with this Calyrex Shadow Rider. We have the Chien-Pao potentially, we have the Serena, which we aren't sure if it is able to survive a +1, of course. It is the Chien-Pao, so Chien-Pao does have Sucker Punch as an option, so this is going to be a positioning, an awkwardly positioned. I think really as Wood is the slowest thing on the field. It does way less damage thanks to no more there not being rain anymore. But Chien-Pao is able to deal with either of these Pokemon with the Ice Spinner or even the Sucker Punch. So we're seeing the Grass Drive from Chien-Pao into that, and let's see if we don't see a Sucker Punch. That means this Acid Barrage is just going power through to these Pokemon. Take a look, and it is enough for the KO. So that was a really hard call to make there. Expecting no Sucker Punch in that regard. Being able to just keep clicking Acid Barrage. That is the fear, of course, that Shadow Rider can just as well do something else. So very well played by both these players, but that does mean that Lennert takes round 1. That does mean that we will be back. We will be back shortly in just a bit. Thank you very much for watching and see you in round 2.